Visit Sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions.
Hi, I'm Eric Grant with Sailrite. In this short tutorial video, we're going to demonstrate how the HandyPress works with the W-1 hand press by CS Osborne dies. There are many different W-1 dies that do many different tasks. In this video, we're going to show only one die, and that's the number 15 curtain grommet, but they all work in a similar way. Let's get started.
Before we get started, you need to know that the HandyPress may just be the best hand press ever made. Besides the fact that it takes almost any brand die set made for any brand hand press, it has some major advantages that other hand presses don't even come close to matching. I highly recommend you watch the demo video showing the amazing features of the HandyPress. To see it, click the link in the description or in the upper right hand corner of this video. In this example of the W-1 hand press dies, we're going to install curtain grommets. The first task is to cut a hole through your fabric assembly. Slide the HandyPress sliding flat workbench onto the base of the tool and then install the HandyPress cutting board on top of it. Thread the W-1 or Osborne cutting die onto the upper shaft's threaded end. The workbench can be slid forward and back and then locked in place, so now you have a back fence to quickly cut holes in your fabric assembly accurately. Before creating that first hole, remove your fabric assembly and lower the lever so the die touches the cutting board. Then raise the die with the lever. Obviously, dies come in different sizes and shapes. You'll need to adjust the upper shaft so that you get the appropriate amount of compression. I like to call it the sweet spot. The shaft can be turned to raise or lower it. The objective is to have the upper die come in contact with the cutting board while the lever is horizontal or slightly lower. When cutting large holes, this is a 2-inch hole cutter, it's often a good idea to place some scrap cardboard underneath the cutting tool and on top of the cutting pad. Now we can position our fabric assembly. This is 3 layers of a common upholstery fabric, and depress the lever and we get a perfect hole. If you do it without the cardboard, it may not cut all the way through as seen here in the video. After cutting a few times, you can push the scrap material out through one of the holes in the cutter with a screwdriver. In preparation for installing the curtain grommet, the workbench and cutting board have been removed, and there is an adapter that allows this bottom die for the number 15 curtain grommet to be inserted snugly in the base of the HandyPress. Insert that in there, and then insert the bottom die and use the thumb screw to tighten it down. All of the W-1 upper dies thread onto the lower portion of the upper shaft. No adapter is needed. And now we need to set for the sweet spot. As we did earlier, we're going to take our fabric assembly and put it in between the dies, but not in between the male and the female hole. So we're going to do off to the side. Now we can adjust the height of the upper die by rotating it up or down until the lever becomes horizontal or slightly lower. Once that is achieved, lower the upper shaft by a quarter turn approximately. For these dies, the curtain grommet's male portion goes on the bottom die. And then we'll take our fabric assembly with the hole that we punched previously and place it over the male portion of that bottom grommet. Then we'll take the upper grommet, the washer grommet, and place it on top as seen here in the video. Depress the lever of the HandyPress and your 2-inch curtain grommet is installed beautifully. This is a large grommet, and you may find to get that sweet spot you may need to adjust the upper die's position either up or down. Here we are raising it so that we get that horizontal or slightly downward position to make it easier for compression of the curtain grommets. Once that is achieved, it is super easy to install these, and you can do it quickly. This is one example of the many W-1 or CS Osborne dies working with the HandyPress. The HandyPress will also work with multiple other brands and types of dies. We hope this video has been helpful. Check out our website to find out what other types and brands of dies will work with the HandyPress.